You know what's cool? Startups actually found a story, but usually it's something you do when you're already hyper successful. But we at Breakcold, we're just getting started. So why sharing our story? Well, if you want to commit with us as early adopters, you need to understand how much we committed to make a dent in the sales CRM market. So without further ado, this is our story. My name is Anna, I'm French, and I wasn't supposed to make that video. In the stars of my home country, I grew up super poor. Single Italian mom, you know, the classic cliche story, right? Because I had no advantages compared to others, I worked my ass off and I went to Oxford University. Everything looked great and I was about to become a lawyer in the biggest law firm in the world. But there was a problem. I got a sickness. And the sickness was called entrepreneurship. I just couldn't help myself to launch new online businesses. And it's actually a good thing because it paid my studies basically. This is where I realized that money is great, especially when you don't come from money, but doing what you love and making money is way better. So while I was finishing my studies, I started to look for a technical co-founder. My goal was to find someone who had the same drive as me to build a SaaS software, because it was always been my goal, but I just don't know how to code. During Hackathon we won, I met Matteo and we started to build a project together. Then we decided to do freelancing to have enough cash to live on to build a SaaS. That's how in total we saved more than $40,000 in just 3 months. And this is how the Breakcold story started in a garage. No, I'm joking. It actually started in an apartment. Yep, pretty boring, I know. So Matteo and I, we iterated during 6 months in that apartment. We failed 2 projects and we barely made $1,000. And then I realized, damn, it's so fucking hard to build a software. But on month 7, we built a 3rd project.
Another one.
December 26, 2021, we have the ID and buy the domain. January 6, 2022, we get 244 beta users in just 4 hours with just a landing page. January 14th, we get our first MRR customers. February 26th, we made first plans on Product Hunt. And you know what? We failed. So long story short, the product was way too young and we got bugs. 2, we were doing what everyone else was doing in the market, and most importantly, AI was not the solution to the problem we wanted to solve, which was how to build better B2B relationships. Although we had some little wins here and there, we didn't get Breakcold right and disappointed our users and also ourselves. So we need to think differently. This is where I realized 2 things. First, whatever the service, SaaS or agency, everything gets commoditized. It's harder and harder to have proprietary technology, to have a unique offer, all this kind of thing. 2, people are getting smashed every single day by more cold emails, more automated LinkedIn DMs, Twitter DMs, and people are getting very good at spotting all this kind of stuff. Considering these 2 things, why a salesperson would win a deal against another salesperson? The answer is simple. Because people relate to people, and so we tend to choose the person we feel the closest to. It's literally that simple. With that in mind, we released the new version of Breakcold in mid-November 2022. And guys, let's be honest, few people from our community hated us for that pilot, and I apologized. But the very large part of people actually using Breakcold found it amazing. We got tons of love, so we kept pushing. Still, Breakcold wasn't stable from our view, so we went radio silent mode. No more tweets, no more LinkedIn posts, no more marketing, no more sales, no more anything. Fortunately, we made enough cash with Breakcold in the past, the startup contest we won, and the monthly recurring revenue we had at the time to stay afloat and to focus on getting things right before scaling again. In the end, we spent 4 entire months fixing all of our problems. It was a nightmare, probably the worst period of our lives, but we made it through. 1,000 problems fixed later, I think it's finally time to be back on stage to spread the word about Breakcold, to take care of our community, and to make an excellent product together. So now I have one question for you. Are you guys ready to change the sales CRM game with us or not?